Your body may be screaming at you right now, and you're taking pills to shut it up. That headache you keep getting, that's not random. That digestive issue that flares up during stress, that's not coincidence. That skin breakout before big events, that's not bad luck. Your body is speaking. Every single symptom is communication. It's information. It's intelligence trying to get your attention because something needs to change and you're not listening to the quiet signals anymore. So your body gets louder. The whisper becomes discomfort. Discomfort becomes pain. Pain becomes chronic disease. And at every stage, instead of asking, "What is my body trying to tell me?" you're asking, "How do I make this stop?" And the medical system hands you a pill that silences the alarm while the fire keeps burning. I'm here to show you a different way. A way that honors your body's intelligence instead of suppressing it. A way that asks, "What is this symptom revealing?" instead of, "How do I eliminate this symptom?" Because here's the truth. Symptoms are not the enemy. Symptoms are the messenger. And when you learn to decode the message, you discover the real problem that your body has been trying to show you all along. This is not about suffering. This is not about denying yourself relief. This is about understanding the root so you can actually heal instead of just covering up what's breaking underneath. Let me show you what your body is trying to say to you. Let's start with headaches because almost everyone experiences them and almost no one understands what they really mean. Your brain is surrounded by cerebrospinal fluid and encased in your skull. It's also dependent on your lymphatic system to drain metabolic waste. This is called the lymphatic system. Your brain produces waste products constantly from its billions of neurons firing all day. That waste needs to drain. When you get a tension headache, a migraine, or that pressure behind your eyes, your body's telling you one or more of these things. 1. Your lymphatic system is stagnant. Your lymph has no pump. It moves through breathing, movement, hydration, and muscle contraction. When you're sedentary, dehydrated, breathing shallowly from stress, your lymph stops moving. Waste accumulates, pressure builds. Your brain is literally drowning in its own metabolic byproducts. 2. You're holding emotional pressure. In traditional Chinese medicine, the liver governs the smooth flow of qi, which is energy. When you suppress anger, frustration, or resentment, that energy stagnates in your liver meridian, which ascends to your head. Your headache is your body saying you're holding something that needs to be expressed or released. 3. Your nervous system is in survival mode. Chronic sympathetic activation creates muscle tension in your neck, your shoulders, and jaw. That tension restricts blood flow and nerve signaling. Your headache is your nervous system screaming, "I need to rest. I need safety. I cannot keep operating at this level." So what does medicine do? It gives you a pill to constrict blood vessels or block pain signals. The stagnant lymph stays stagnant. The unexpressed emotion stays suppressed. The nervous system stays dysregulated. And the headache comes back because the root hasn't been addressed. Elderflower is one of the most powerful herbs for headaches because it addresses the root. Elderflower is lymphatic medicine. It opens the channels, moves stagnation, reduces inflammation in the sinuses and lymph nodes around your neck and head. In traditional European herbalism, elderflower was used for clearing the head, not just symptom relief, but actually addressing the congestion and stagnation creating the pressure. It's gentle but profound. It's also diaphoretic, meaning it promotes sweating and opens the pores, another elimination pathway for your body to release what's accumulated. But here's what makes elderflower powerful. It works best when you also move your body, breathe deeply, hydrate, and express what you've been holding back, because the herb is supporting the message your body is sending. It's saying, yes, let's clear this stagnation, and you need to participate by creating flow. Now let's talk about your gut, because this is where it gets really interesting. Your digestive system is not just about food. It's about what you allow in and what you need to eliminate. It's about boundaries at every level: the physical, emotional, energetic. When you experience chronic bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, IBS symptoms, your body is communicating something profound. You are taking in what you cannot process. You are allowing in what you cannot digest. You are not eliminating what needs to leave. Think about this. Your gut has more nerve endings than your spinal cord. It produces more serotonin than your brain. It's called your second brain for a reason. Your gut is responding to your emotional state, your stress level, and your sense of safety or threat. When you have a gut feeling about someone, that's real. Your enteric nervous system is reading subtle energy and information. And when you override your gut instincts repeatedly, when you say yes, when you mean no, when you allow people or situations to violate your boundaries, your physical gut starts manifesting that boundary dysfunction. Constipation often reveals inability to let go, holding on to what no longer serves, whether that's physical matter, emotional baggage, or relationships that have ended. Diarrhea often reveals an overwhelmed response, your system trying to expel everything because it can't determine what's safe to keep. IBS flare-ups almost always correlate with stress and emotional turmoil because your gut is reflecting your nervous system state. Yarrow is the herb of boundaries. Yarrow is for people who absorb everyone else's energy, who feel what others feel, who give until they are depleted. Yarrow is energetic armor. It helps establish clear boundaries between self and others. But yarrow is also digestive medicine. It's bitter, which stimulates digestive secretions. It's anti-inflammatory for the gut lining. It helps tone the digestive system and supports elimination. Yarrow is saying to your system, you get to decide what comes in. You get to decide what stays. You get to decide what leaves. In traditional Chinese medicine, there's also motherwort for digestive issues rooted in overgiving and anxiety. Motherwort is also called mother's herb because it's for those who care for everyone else and forget themselves. It calms digestive cramping, regulates nervous system overdrive, and gently reminds your body that you matter too. Your gut issues aren't random. They're showing you that your boundaries need attention, that your nervous system needs regulation, that you're processing more than just food. You're processing life, relationships, stress, and you need support. Your skin is your largest organ. It's also an elimination pathway. When your liver and kidneys are overwhelmed, your body pushes toxins out through your skin. This is brilliant biology. It's not malfunction. But here's what most people miss. Your liver doesn't just process physical toxins. Your liver processes emotional chemistry. In traditional Chinese medicine, the liver stores anger, frustration, and resentment. When you suppress these emotions, your liver becomes congested at an energetic level, which manifests as physical congestion. Acne along your jawline, that often correlates with hormonal imbalance and liver burden. Your liver processes excess hormones, and when it's sluggish, hormones accumulate. Breakouts before menstruation or high stress events, Your liver is overwhelmed trying to process the surge of stress hormones and inflammatory compounds, so your skin takes over as an elimination route. Eczema, psoriasis, chronic rashes. These are deeper inflammatory conditions showing that your immune system is reacting to something. Often, gut permeability, allowing undigested proteins into your bloodstream, combined with liver congestion that can't clear the resulting immune complexes. Your skin is not betraying you. Your skin is helping you eliminate what your primary detox organs can't handle. The solution is not to suppress the breakout with topical medications, though you can soothe the skin while you address the root. The solution is to support your liver, heal your gut, and release the emotional congestion. Burdock root is one of the most powerful blood and liver cleanses for skin conditions. In traditional herbalism, skin issues are called impurities in the blood, not because your blood is literally impure, but because there's an accumulation of metabolic waste and inflammatory compounds that need to be cleared. Burdock supports both phases of liver detoxification. It's deeply nourishing and helps restore proper elimination through all channels: the liver, kidney, lymph, and bowels. When you address the internal congestion, the skin clears because it no longer needs to compensate. Dandelion root is equally powerful. It stimulates bile production and flow, which is how your liver eliminates fat-soluble toxins and excess hormones. More bile flow means more efficient detoxification, which means less burden on your skin. But here's the deeper truth. You also need to look at what emotions you're holding that your liver is trying to process. What anger or frustration have you been swallowing? What resentment is festering? Your skin breakout is showing you that there's an internal pressure that needs release, whether physical and emotional. Now let's talk about sleep, because this is where the body's intelligence becomes undeniable. You cannot sleep when your nervous system doesn't feel safe, period. Your ability to sleep is your nervous system's assessment of whether the environment is safe enough to enter a vulnerable, unconscious state. When you experience insomnia, difficulty falling asleep, waking in the middle of the night, racing thoughts, restless sleep, your body is communicating these things. I do not feel safe enough to let go. There is something unprocessed. There is something unresolved. I must stay vigilant. Waking between 1 to 3 a.m. In traditional Chinese medicine, that's liver time. Your liver is most active at processing during these hours. If you wake consistently during this window, your liver is either physically overburdened with maybe toxins, alcohol, medications, inflammatory foods, or emotionally congested, whether it be anger, frustration, or suppressed feelings. Waking between 3 to 5 a.m. That's long time. In traditional Chinese medicine, the lungs hold grief and unprocessed sadness. If you're waking in this window, there's often unprocessed or unexpressed grief or loss that needs acknowledgement. Can't fall asleep at all? That's nervous system overdrive. Your sympathetic system is still activated. Cortisol is still elevated. Your brain is still in problem-solving mode. You haven't signaled safety. The medical system gives you sedatives. These knock you unconscious, but don't create true restorative sleep. You're not addressing why your nervous system won't let you rest. Hawthorn is one of my favorite herbs for insomnia, rooted in emotional overwhelm. Hawthorn is heart medicine, both physical and emotional. It regulates heart rhythm, improves circulation, calms palpitations. But energetically, hawthorn is for a heart that's been hurt, broken, disappointed, or closed off from feeling. When your heart feels unsafe, your nervous system stays in protection mode. Hawthorn helps open the heart center gently. It helps you feel again without being overwhelmed and signals to your nervous system that vulnerability is possible. Mugwort is dream medicine. Mugwort helps you access what your conscious mind suppresses. It supports the dreaming process, which is how your brain processes emotions and experiences from the day. Mugwort is saying, let's bring what's hidden into awareness so it can be integrated. Many people avoid mugwort because it makes their dreams vivid and sometimes intense. But that's exactly the point. Your unconscious is trying to show you what needs attention. Mugwort facilitates that communication. For nervous system regulation, we come back to motherwort. Motherwort calms heart palpitations, eases anxiety, and helps those who give too much finally receive the rest they need. It's gentle but firm. It's maternal energy saying, you've done enough, now rest. But here's what all these herbs are supporting. They're helping you process what's keeping you awake. They work best when combined with practices that signal safety. Warm bath before bed, gentle stretching, journaling to empty your mind, breath work to shift into parasympathetic mode. Your insomnia is not a sleep problem, it's a nervous system problem revealing that there's something unprocessed, unresolved, or unsafe in your internal or external environment. So listen to the message. Your symptoms are not your enemy. Your symptoms are your most loyal ally, desperately trying to get your attention before something minor becomes something major. Every headache is asking, will you please create flow instead of staying stagnant? Every digestive issue is asking, will you please establish boundaries and process what you've taken in? Every skin breakout is asking, will you please release what you're holding internally? Every sleepless night is asking, will you please address what feels unsafe? The herbs I've shared, elderflower, yarrow, motherwort, hawthorn, mugwort, burdock, dandelion. These are not symptom suppressors. These are translators. They help your body communicate its message more clearly when supporting the underlying imbalance. But you have to participate. You have to listen. You have to ask, what is this symptom revealing? Instead of, how do I make this stop? That's the difference between managing disease and creating health. That's the difference between surviving and thriving. That's the difference between being at war with your body and being in partnership with it. Your body has been trying to talk to you. The question is, are you finally ready to listen? If this shifted something, if you recognize symptoms you've been silencing instead of decoding, let me know. Drop a comment below. Tell me what symptom you're ready to finally understand. This is sacred work. This is real healing. Your body is wise. Trust it.